Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Geek Nation. I'm your host, Chris. Thanks for joining me once again. Got a special beer for you guys tonight, a one-off limited release that was just released actually earlier last week. This, my friends, is Stone Old Guardian Belgo version. It's their Old Guardian. Comes in at 12% ABV, but they added the Stone, their proprietary Belgian yeast strain, to this one that they've used in a bunch of their anniversary ales, a bunch of their vertical epic ales. So that strain has been used before. They did have this on tap for a while. They were trying it out on tap for a while. I know Ryan, Stumpy Joe Jr. has had it. They're also going to do it in their Russian Imperial Stout as well. They're going to make a Belgo version of that. They did also produce the standard version of this without the Belgian yeast, so if you don't like this one, you can still get the tried and true. But with that said, let me get this into a glass, let you guys know how it smells, tastes, give you the verdict on Stone's Old Guardian Belgo edition. Alright, so the appearance on the Old Guardian Belgo, a really nice dark orange, verging on like a dark red almost. A little bit of haze in there. You can't see a whole lot through the beer. Really nice carbonation coming from the bottom of the glass. On the pour, there was about a finger to 2 fingers worth of head. It's an off-white, nice khaki, really big, nice white bubbles in there. Alcohol feet on the glass, definitely 12%. You would expect to see that. There's actually a lot of head on this one sticking around for it being a 12% beer. A very nice looking Belgian barley wine. All right, the aroma on the Belgo. Wow, yeah. Definitely. I actually had the other night I had one of the 2011 Old Guardians, and this is definitely a different beast. I'm getting a lot of the phenol characters from the Belgian yeast. It's kind of a sweetness, a spiciness that kind of comes through in this one. Nice hop flavor in there. There's a pininess, a slight citrus note to it, a nice kind of dry pininess aroma to it. And of course, what would you be without the malts in this one? Big bready malts, just caramel toffee notes, just pour out of this one. Blends really nicely with the phenol character of the Belgian yeast. It's an interesting smelling beer. I don't know that I've ever smelled a Belgian beer that smells like this, or barley wine that smells like this. So it's interesting stuff. All right, the taste on the Old Guardian Belgo. Wow, that's really nice. It's not what I was expecting. Right at the beginning of the tongue, really nice big hop bitterness in there, followed by that yeast, the Belgian yeast kind of taking over. You get spicy notes. You get a big kind of biscuity breadiness to it. You get those phenol characters coming through, that kind of sweetness from the Belgian yeast. Really nice dry finish. It's got that typical Stone kind of West Coast IPA finish to it, believe it or not. Really nice mouthfeel. Lots of roasted notes in here. Not a whole lot, I should say, but there's a lot of caramel notes, a lot of toffee notes. It definitely kind of hinges more on almost an Imperial IPA. This is a fresh bottle, but as it would age, a lot of that's going to go away, and you're going to get more of the malt coming through. It's going to taste more like a traditional barley wine should, but this is very West Coast tasting, very nice tasting, big citrus hops, big pininess to it, mixed with that kind of sweet and spicy Belgian notes. Really big malt feel, mouth feel in this one to really kind of blend together and make a really nice drinking beer. I tell you, at 12%, you don't taste it at all. It's a really well balanced monster of a beer. Alright guys, the end of the day, what's the final verdict on the Old Guardian Belgo edition, 12% ABV, available now where Stone beers are sold. You know, as I'm drinking this one, there's kind of more complexity to it than I originally thought when I poured it and had a little bit of sip of it. I'm going to give this one an A, specifically because I think it's kind of one of those beers that's Stone trying new things. and is succeeding at it, to say the least. I think it has all those characters of Old Guardian, the hoppiness, the really, really big malt notes, caramel notes, toffee notes in there, and it has that really dry West Coast finish that you like to have in a typical stone beer, at least I do. But then they add this Belgian yeast character strain to it, and it gives a really nice sweetness to it, a nice kind of a spiciness to it. This beer it is disgustingly drinkable. You'd have no problem finishing off a bottle by yourself. You're going to feel it at the end of it, but you'd have no problem. So with that said, guys, I know this beer has caught a little bit of crap from beer geeks and Beer Advocate and stuff, just because they want the original Old Guardian. And I say try this one, give it a shot. It's definitely good stuff. Do a side by side with the original. I think this one stands up to it, no problem. It's going to age really nicely as well. So with that said, guys, I'm going to give the Stone Old Guardian Belgo an A. And remember, friends, life is too short. Drink amazing beers. Cheers.